Well, here I am with my brother, the Reverend Ernest Wells. We're both looking at two of the best Bibles on the market right now. I got right here the HCSB Study Bible. He's got the Apologetic Study Bible. Now, the reason that we prefer these particular translations is because Holman is one of the few major translators who has bothered to render all of the words correctly. Not only do they render the words correctly, but they use what's called optimal equivalence, whereby if you have a word in the Hebrew or Greek or Aramaic language that doesn't have a corresponding word in the English language, then they use the next best word to it. So for the most part, is what they call functional equivalence, is where they just translate word for word. But in some instances, that's not the case. Like the words in their words in Spanish and French that don't have an English equivalent. I've heard from different Bible translators how they don't have words in certain languages equivalent. But the problem with most of the major translations, the NIV, the NLT, which is one of my favorites because of its clarity of thought, the New King James and the King James, are all guilty of the same thing. They render the word doulos, which is translated servant, but in actuality, doulos means slave. And so now, the writers of the New Testament were emphatic in writing this, putting that in the text because they were victims of, or privy to, the brutality of the Roman government in initiating the slave trade. Now, we ain't gonna talk about slave trade because then we got to start talking about Muslims and everything else. But we just wanted to recommend, if you're a serious Bible student and you want to study the Word and get a clear understanding, and with the best translation that's on the market, it's the Holman Christian Standard. I recommend the Study Bible. If you're at a higher level, the Apologetics Bible. But anyway, check them out. ChristianBook.com's probably got the best price. So go online. Even with the $5 shipping, it's still probably a better price than you'll find at any store. God bless.